All right, guys, it's good to see you back again. Last meeting, we talked about how to develop and participate in healthy coping skills. Hopefully you guys got some good information from that session and were able to come away with some healthy ways that you can process and cope with your excuse me, and cope with your grief. So first off, let's go ahead and start by taking a couple of deep breaths, just getting prepared for this group session. This will be our last session as we discussed before. So go ahead, like I said, just take a few seconds to compose yourself. So how have you guys progressed since the last meeting? Has there been any other issues coming up that we have not discussed maybe up until this point?
No.
No, so everybody's still doing pretty well. That's great. So we've talked a little bit in the past about how to set and attain healthy goals. Do you guys know generally what you should look for in a goal that you would like to set for yourself? How to go about setting a healthy goal, an achievable goal? Have you ever heard the term maybe SMART goals or DAPS goals?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, so you know that part of like a SMART goal would be to set an achievable, attainable, healthy goal. And whenever it's coming to the aspects of grief and bereavement, there are a lot of benefits from setting healthy goals because once again, you're trying to progress and change a particular factor of your life. So when you're setting these goals for yourself, try to maintain the fact that it needs to be a healthy, achievable goal with a time frame on those goals. So the discussion question for this week is going to be pretty short and simple. Just what is one short-term goal and one long-term goal that you would like to meet in your everyday life? So Mr. Caleb, we'll go ahead and start with you. So what is one short-term goal and one long-term goal?
I guess the short-term goal is, just trying to finish, a book a month.
Okay, that's a pretty good goal. What do you think the reading will do for you as far as helping with your grief?
I think it just allowed me to, figure out different vocabulary to express myself, but also being able to find different characters, I can kind of emphasize or see myself as. And
so gain some emotional awareness, maybe. Okay, that's a good goal. What about a long-term goal?
Not too sure about that.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything major. It can be simply, find a better job in the future, or settle down, or develop a better diet for yourself, any of those things. But I mean, if you're not sure of a long-term goal right this second, you don't have to specifically state one. Just be thinking about it. What's a healthy, achievable long-term goal for yourself? How about you, Ms. Jobeth?
To walk more and get outside.
That's a great short-term goal. We've talked before, like especially in our last meeting, about coping skills, how physical exercise and being in nature can both positively impact a person and their grief responses. So that's a really good short-term goal. How about your long-term goal?
Losing weight and learning to eat better to improve myself.
Yes, everybody should probably be eating a little bit better than we are. So how do you think you're going to go about establishing the parameters for that long-term goal? How are you going to hold yourself accountable?
My Fitbit.
Yeah, technology. I mean,
it fusses at me if I'm not getting up and doing all my walking.
To be honest, technology can be a really good motivator for things like exercise because they do have those reminders. They do have the dietary suggestions. Sometimes it goes along with those Fitbit programs. So that's a really good way to keep yourself accountable for your long-term goal. So like I said before, this is our last meeting. So I want to give you guys a chance to express your goodbyes to each other and maybe share a little bit about what the group experience meant to yourselves. So Mr. Calebs, how do you think you either improved, or what do you think you've gotten out of the group experience thus far?
I think it's been good. I mean, just to really understand, the small steps to take, for the overall, better health to myself. And then it's good to be able to meet other people, and kind of go along through it and know that, as a community, I feel I have people on my side.
So a little bit of that mutual aid that we talked about before, being able to depend on other people and the interpersonal relationships in your life. So that's really good. I'm glad that you got that from the group experience. How about you, Ms. Jobeth?
just having someone to, you know, kind of remind me, hey, you need to get up and go do some walking. And, you know, that has helped. My office helps me with that and just keep me moving. I feel better when I'm outside and breathing deep, and it's just a better experience for me.
Okay, so that, once again, that mutual aid, that dependency on other people to help hold you accountable for the things that you want to achieve in your life. Like I said, that's a big aspect of the group therapy process. So I'm glad that you both were able to take that mutual aid and use it as a motivating factor in your lives. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the group experience. I'm going to give you both a chance to give some anonymous feedback for how we can improve the group process going forward. And I'm also going to give you both a chance to recomplete the grief assessment that we took in our first meeting. Once again, you don't have to put your name on the grief assessment. It is just used so that I can gauge how much you have improved over the group program. And like I said, in the feedback is so that we can improve our services as we go forth and provide them to other individuals. So I really would like for you both to be honest with us. It's completely anonymous, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you both a couple of minutes to fill those out. Let's print out more copies. So that is going to be the conclusion of our group. You can leave your assessments and any suggestions you have for the group process on the front desk as you're leaving today. Beyond that, I just want to remind you guys that I am available for follow-up. You can contact the One Love Longview Counseling Center. They know how to get in contact with me if you have any further need of services. We can also provide you referral services for individual mental health counseling and any other type of case management services you may need through the center. So I would like to thank you both for your participation and for your dedication to this group, and I hope that you continue to improve in your grief experience. Thank you both.
Thank you.